To test Bill.com API events, start by understanding what the Bill.com API is and how it works. The Bill.com API allows developers to integrate Bill.com with other applications and services, enabling automated workflows and data exchange. API events are notifications sent by Bill.com when specific actions occur, such as when a new bill is created or a payment is made. First, you need to register for a Bill.com developer account and create an API key. This key is used to authenticate your API requests and ensure that only authorized applications can access your Bill.com data. Once you have your API key, you can begin testing API events. The next step is to choose an API event to test. Bill.com provides a range of events, including bill creation, payment processing, and vendor updates. Select an event that is relevant to your use case and note down the event name and any associated parameters. To test the API event, you will need to set up a webhook listener. A webhook listener is a server-side application that receives and processes API event notifications. You can use a cloud-based service or a local development environment to host your webhook listener. Once your webhook listener is set up, you need to configure it to receive API event notifications from Bill.com. This involves providing Bill.com with the URL of your webhook listener and specifying the API events you want to receive notifications for. With your webhook listener configured, you can now trigger the API event you want to test. For example, if you are testing the bill creation event, you can create a new bill in your Bill.com account. When the event is triggered, Bill.com will send a notification to your webhook listener, which will receive and process the event data. To verify that the API event notification was received and processed correctly, you can check the logs of your webhook listener or use a debugging tool to inspect the event data. You should see the event name and any associated parameters, such as the bill ID or payment amount. Best practices for testing Bill.com API events include using a sandbox environment to avoid affecting live data, testing multiple event scenarios to ensure comprehensive coverage, and verifying event notifications to ensure data integrity. By following these steps and best practices, you can effectively test Bill.com API events and ensure seamless integration with your applications and services.